right, everyone. There's a bluey Xbox.
Why?
I don't know. Johnny wanted me to open with this. Cue the roll call.
Did Blue's Clues get a reboot?
Yep.
I mean, technically.
All right, now cue the roll call.
Yep.
Connect.
Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect! Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loudon Online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse, Ultracaster, Guard,
Return of the Source Material. Greencaster, Zenshin.
Trauma Inducer, Northcaster, Saga.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 462, episode Magnazone.
I fucking love Magnazone.
Hey, this is actually something we're gonna see later too. UFO shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
UFO.
Uh-oh.
Magnazone. Welcome to the Magnazone.
Did they just straight up steal Magnazone?
Did Kamen Rider steal from Pokemon?
What? Again? Have you watched this season? I mean, come on!
I would just like everyone in here to appreciate that right now I could be playing the brand new Super Mario RPG remake, but I'm taking time away from that to do this show for y'all.
World's smallest violin.
I mean, I could be playing Fortnite right now, but I want to be on the show.
Fortnite didn't just come out after 25 years!
Yeah, it's been...
Again.
Oh, okay, quickly.
1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
I forgot to mention last week, but I finally got in my Memorial Edition Master Kaido Gearlinger.
Appropriate, considering our topic this week.
It is massive compared to the DX version. Like,
don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Like, yeah, no, everyone made that joke when I posted this picture.
Yeah, I bet.
What's cool about it though is instead of it doing like the Dai Zenkai like finisher from Zenkaiger, it actually does the blade sword.
Oh, okay.
Technique instead, because Zenkaiser Black never used that technique. He only used the sword one.
I guess.
Here's a better joke for it.
Okay.
The bottom one, Bandai of Japan. The one on top, Bandai of America.
Oh no, but you see, the Bandai of America one would have like a giant orange tip on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just what are we talking about?
That looks nothing like a real gun.
And it probably wouldn't actually spin.
But anyways, I have the Memorial Gearlinger now that I said I wanted when Donbrothers ended, and I'm so happy I have it. It's great.
I guess if we're sharing Toku toy news, I finally got around to buying the Amazing Siren Wonder ride book and completing my personal favorite Wonder combo of ride books for my sword driver, which is Amazing Siren, Ocean History, and Peter Fantasista.
Where is that?
It's right over there. Oh man, I'll hand it over to you. The books aren't like all the way into the belt, just so it doesn't like use the battery, so I just don't like push them down. Yeah. But yeah. Very cool. I just suddenly had a reignited interest in Saber merch. I also bought the Happy Lion Senki book that I never got around to buying.
The aspects of Saber are cool. Like, the elements are there. They were just grossly misused.
Yeah.
Well, so speaking of Saber, I was in the paint room the other day. So you just know how boring Kamen Rider Saber is that when I'm in the paint room, I just think of Kamen Rider Saber.
All right.
Got him.
Saber in your hand.
You were saying, Paul?
I was just saying that's a really cool belt.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, that's a cool belt.
The sword driver, yeah.
Yeah. The book's sticking out.
Well, they look better open. This is just like a display mode.
Yeah, I mean, but when you start stacking like 3 of them on there and they're all open and shit, it's kind of...
It's how the art meshes together and when the form is revealed. That's the cool part about it.
It's the Toku version of Page.
You know what? Fuck it. There you go. Nice. That's what it looks like open.
Nice.
Yeah. It's just really thick.
But no, If we're talking about purchases, I bought tickets for Godzilla -1 today.
Fuck yeah, you did.
Did you buy an extra one? Because, you know, -1.
Oh, we were waiting.
Yeah. Oh, great. No, but now only 3 of us can go see Godzilla. That's
Yeah,
great.
one of you has to wait outside.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Godzilla
-1
-1.
outside. How the hell did this work?
But I bought the tickets!
Guys,
We're not paying you back either.
Cells outside with 3 tickets. How did we do this?
How are we here?
It's like that one.
It's just
I was gonna say it's like that one riddle. 3 people are standing at the edge of a river, and there's one boat, and everyone doesn't fit in the boat at the same time. And these 2 people can't be in the boat at the same time. How do we get everyone across the river?
God damn it, Lane.
Oh, that wasn't even me who made that. That was Decker.
Yeah.
But that's just a theory.
Anyways, for those who might be tuning in for the first time, because I did such a kick-ass job of promoting last week's episode where I just was happy the entire time.
Yes.
We are a gaggle of tokusatsu nerds who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing. And unfortunately, I am paying in spades for the immense joy of last week's episode with our feature topic this week.
Oh my god.
Shokugeki no Donbrothers.
Stinker.
Yes.
Was this your decision, Gar?
Yeah, Scar's the one who manages the topic.
You are going to wind up a pelt on my floor.
I got Dan Toretto.
Wow, it's not even a wall.
It's better than what I got.
That's lame.
So apparently, I was at work this morning.
Apparently
and
you were at work?
I'm like, shit. I was at work.
Allegedly.
You can't prove anything.
There are stories told.
It's been going around lately.
No, I'm opening a book with that. Apparently I was at work today.
I'm told I was born on a Sunday.
So I was at work and I'm thinking, oh, should I
Oh,
do
it's
the show?
on.
And then I literally turned my head over and there's a box that just says casters on it. And I'm like, oh, god damn it.
It's a sign.
I know what I must do.
It's a sign.
Donlinger, I fucking hate you.
Bird Donlinger.
Oh god. Birds don't have dongs.
Shit. Grant, I love this is just like a
Shut
thing
up,
now. Everyone just knows
Donlinger.
my huge hatred for Birdon. I hate Birdon. He's the worst guy to an Ultraman.
We know you have such a bird on for him.
We should talk about the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about news. We got a lot of news stories because the Tamashii Nations event's going on right now.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that,
Soul
just so everyone is aware, our topics for this week are Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 10, episode 36 of King-Ohger, and our feature topic, unfortunately, is Donbrothers versus Donburies.
Or as I like to
my
call
god.
them, Donburies.
No.
I'm bury these nuts, dude.
Don't bury these nuts in yes.
I'm not even mad.
Yes. He
All
doesn't
right.
drink whiskey. In fact, he doesn't drink any alcohol whatsoever, and I'm super proud of him for it.
Yep, not a drug, drop of alcohol, or smoke in my life, and I intend to keep it that way.
Oh, right.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, it's time for...
News mode.
All right, we got a lot of figure news this week, starting off with the big man himself, Kamen Rider Gotchard Steam Hopper.
It looks gorgeous.
It's
Like,
great.
the figure.
Certain photos, you could have told me that was the suit, and I'd believe you, unless you look really, really close at the elbows.
Also,
Well,
really,
there's the socket.
Yeah.
I'm glad they decided to use like the chrome version of him because that's
Yep.
what like the legit suit looks like.
They're shiny.
So
Really display piece. I really love the orange and blue. Like that's, like for me, that's what's really getting me to come back to this suit every single week. It's the orange and the blue and how well that meshes with the black and the silver. It looks great.
Decker, how many are you gonna buy? 5 of them? 10?
14.
I'm gonna buy a lot of the Gotchard.
See now,
Just
what would
one?
really...
Yeah, right. I don't believe you.
I don't- What would really sell it for me is if the helmet was adjustable, because you know how like the helmet like props up at the end of the henshin? If it could do
Who knows,
that,
it
that would
might.
be awesome.
I'm not rich lame.
I don't see it doing it in the images. Let's see. 150 millimeters tall, comes with the Gotchard gun, interchangeable hands, and an introductory price of 7,700 yen. Future releases will be 9,900 yen, and then the first release is February.
This figure's gonna be expensive.
That's So it's like all those Steam games when they release, they're on sale for a couple of dollars less than normal price.
Well, yeah, the revived Vice figure arts, they were like 50, 60 bucks a piece.
Yeah.
Does have the card gun. I like that.
You like Gotchard? I think you'll like this.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, this is I like this suit more and more every time I see it.
So yes, the first story that I have from Tamashii Nations 2023, they were showing off the Gotchard figure art, but also Goldash, the bike.
Oh, fuck yeah! I love Goldash.
Goldash is pretty cool.
Best bike.
It's no battle hopper.
Let's see.
Best bike right.
So that one. I don't know if there's any info specifically about Goldash. Most of the items that are in these articles are just display only.
Yeah, it might not get a release because they haven't done bikes in like forever.
Yeah, but
do the wheels turn?
I would hope so.
Hope so.
You can send it down your Hot Wheels tracks.
I think the legit the last like rider bike we got in figure arts form was
01.
Was it 01?
Yeah, Saber didn't get his.
Oh,
because Diego Speedy is terrible and immediately forgotten.
Just a ghost. Oh no, we might have gotten Build's bike. I don't know.
We did. We got all the Heisei ones, 01, and then Saber crapped the bed.
Turns out
Zio got his bike. That's right.
Turns out to make people care about a motorcycle, you make them a Pokemon.
Yeah. All right.
Otherwise sentient is so fine.
Also from the Gotchard series is the SH figure arts of Valvarad.
So looks amazing. They look so good.
Complete with dirty pants.
They just pull it together for me. I love the dirty pants. I don't care what anybody else says.
I just want to buy it and clean it.
No.
Just like, could you imagine someone buys it and just paints over the dirt?
Be great.
Remember when Premium Bandai released Bonjo's dirty shirt he wore in episode 1? They actually made that a shirt.
Oh yeah.
That you could buy.
So you can cosplay Bonjo running through the sewers, escaping jail.
Episode 1, escaping Bonjo.
You know what I think it is for me?
Dirty pants, the Earth Tone Man.
If it was like,
looks like he's been gardening.
All of one way, both ways, you know? Like if it had been all white with dirty patches, I think I'd like it more. If it had been all that pink and black, I think I'd like it more.
Right?
You know?
Consistency is the name of the game.
Or keep the white pants, but make like the smock at least like pink with like black.
No, you know what I think would have been good? Have the actual pants be the pink and black, but then like the jacket that's wrapped around his waist like a fucking mechanic can stay white.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, that. Give him pink pants is what I'm saying.
No, I think black pants, but then we make the parts that are black on it now, make those pink.
Somebody Photoshop it. Away.
I mean, I could do that eventually.
Photoshop it.
Yeah, if Decker doesn't, I will. Just remind me later. But yeah, so SH figure arts Valvarad. Flexible materials are used around the waist and collar to give the figure extensive mobility. Every detail is reproduced, including the stains in the suit.
Hell yeah.
150 millimeters tall, comes with the Valva Rusher, hands. The Valva Rusher can also be carried on the back. Comes with the Gotchard Tornado, so the sword that Gotchard uses. Sword bow, you know what I mean. Premium Bandai, web exclusive, 8,800 yen, releasing in May. That's a long time to wait. By then, we'll have his rider form.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm still sitting here waiting for Kamen Rider Valvarad.
Yeah.
I'll say this, they're 2 for 2 in the Dark Rider having a badass weapon right now.
I like that wrench sword.
Yeah, that wrench sword and Buffa's chainsaw sword. Those tickle my pickle.
Wrench sword's pretty good.
Nearly salt my apples.
Kage on our chat, someone buys it, goes, not dirty enough, and throws it into mud.
Yep.
Does the JonTron think it's the flex glue? Yeah, this is fixed.
No, don't do that.
Next, we have SH figure arts from the Shinkocho Seiho line, Kamen Rider Kuga Rising Titan form.
That's cool.
Oh my fucking god.
Nice.
AKA the sword form.
Look at him dual wielding both swords.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so fucking cool.
X.
Oh my god.
Kuga X.
That's a badass rider.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Kuga's great.
It's the slow form. Like it's slow as shit, but it's like high defense.
So it's Panzer.
It's like proto.
It's the tank.
what the fuck is Doga? It's like proto Kiva Doga.
Ichi, I speak Zoid.
There's this really cool moment that like Kuga does where he like jumps out of a window, beats the fucking living shit out of this like Grongi, and then he turns into Titan form and just fucking impales him with the sword.
Oh yeah,
it was so fucking cool.
That was great.
Kuga's great.
So does this mean that we've now gotten all the new? All of Kuga's forms in the renewal line?
I think that's what that one image of the 4 of them is.
That's implying.
Well, we also got growing, which I want to get my hands on.
I love how
I believe we got the final form.
I love how growing isn't even included in like the 4-man Warrior of Light Sentai of the Kuga forms.
Well, it's because it's all the powered up forms.
Yeah,
it's all the rising.
It's all Kuga's real forms, the ones that count.
Did they release the ones from Decade? The evil black
Yes, I believe they did.
Ultimate wasn't just in Decade; it was at the end of the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was also Rising Ultimate, which was an original.
Oh,
form.
you mean Rising Ultimate?
Yeah, I know there was.
Yeah.
That was original.
I believe they've done figures of that because there's a red eye and a black eye form. Anyway, the Kuga Rising Titan figure is 145 millimeters tall. Comes with 2 Rising Titan swords. You can perform the finisher Double Rising Calamity Titan. And yeah, this article does say, with this release, all of Kuga's forms have received the Shinkocho Seiho treatment. Premium Bandai, web exclusive, 8,800 yen, May release.
So if you wanted all 4, how much would that cost you?
Probably in the area of like $350.
No, I'd say like 500-600.
I don't know. It depends where you find them. Yeah, see, there's Rising Ultimate.
Yeah.
What if I just went to Enemy North?
Yeah, good luck.
No, I agree with that comment. My entire bank account for Rising Ultimate, 1000%. One of the raddest rider suits ever built.
It's one of those things, Sel, that these renewal figures are like the premium figure art, so it's like they're a bit more expensive and it's like a limited run.
Oh yeah,
it's like if you don't get it, like if you don't pre-order it, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's like the U2s. You buy them and then they're gone.
I want to.
And then you're legitimately paying an arm and a leg to get one in the aftermarket.
Well, this guy is
first one, Kabuto, is like $300.
Yeah,
Christ,
it's ridiculous.
This guy is just Darkstar. He's a.
All right, next from Tamashii Nation's event, they also showed off the upcoming SH figure arts of Kamen Rider Saga, which looks fucking gorgeous.
It's beautiful. He's my favorite rider in fucking Kiva for a reason.
Looks like a maestro.
He's themed after the King chess piece.
Oh, I was gonna say, it looks like
CSM Stagark. You
legit
bastards.
looks like a church. Like
yeah, because the Fangai are all themed around stained glass.
Ah, okay.
It looks like he has a fucking fishing rod.
It's a whip.
Which comparison would that be?
It's a whip fencing sword that he uses to hang the Fangai that resist him.
He's a Belmont. Yeah. Oh god.
Kind of. He is hunting vampires with a whip.
Oh.
I think we talked about this before. Which is funny because he's also the king of them.
Whip man.
Woo.
Kiva's a complex series, but it's so good.
It's really good. You should watch it.
Yeah, so according to this image, the Kamen Rider Saga figure ships in June, and it's 11,000 yen.
Oh my god, that's gonna be like a $200 figure.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
But you know what? That's fine because it's Saga. He looks gorgeous, and it's been a long time coming for a figure out of this.
Oh, yeah, there's a name I haven't touched.
I was like, you have an affinity for that name. All right, very cool. Moving on. Also from Tamashii Nations, we got previews of SH Figure Arts Next Fize and Next Kaiza.
Look good.
That's nice.
I have to say, I'm still not a fan of the Next Fize suit, but holy shit, Next Kaiza absolutely pulls it off.
I don't know. I kind of like the Next Fize better.
We have them next to each other picture.
No. Not of the figures.
They both look good.
I missed the Climax Heroes games.
I do.
Those
like
were
Next
fun.
Fize better.
Yeah.
Me.
Looks like the Next Fize figure was shipping in July for 9,900 yen, and Next Kaiza is currently display only, according to the event.
I'll release them.
I do like the darker, like orangey yellow.
Right?
Yeah.
It really does look like a Tron character.
I think part of what's
Fize had a lot of that.
These pictures don't show this figure from a good enough angle. I think
Not very flattering. He's got like chicken legs in that shot, yeah.
A little bit. Anyway, next. Also from Tamashii Nations, Shinkocho Seiho, Kamen Rider Kaiza's normal form, Autovajin, Side Basher, and Jet Sliger. So Kaiza and all 3 bikes.
I show you, Bobs. Please ascend Autovajin.
So this is Autovajin.
Oh, it turns into a robot.
It looks like this one is just the vehicle mode. I don't think it transforms. Then we have the Jet Sliger, which is just the coolest fucking bike.
Yeah, it looks like a fox.
I love Jet Sliger. Oh.
Literally the episode Fies gets his own, he destroys it in the same scene.
It gets blown the fuck up. Only
go to the first.
Yeah.
Only Delta gets one.
No,
and then the Side Basher turns into Ed 209.
What's that number? 585555Y.
It's SB 555V.
Ah.
Yeah, because SB for Smart Brain. It's the company that makes
Side Basher.
Smart Brain Motors.
Smart Brain Motors.
So yeah, that's
3 5s and Roman numeral 5.
That's the Jet Sliger, and then we have the Side Basher, which is a motorcycle and sidecar that turns into a walking mech that shoots missiles.
I see.
This one doesn't transform though.
Boo.
Fies had great bikes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a group of all 3 of them together.
Yeah.
God, the Jet Sliger's huge.
And then we have Kaiza's primary base form as a renewal figure.
Which looks great.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll show you that next to Next Kaiza. So that's the new form, Next Kaiza. And that's his original form.
Ichi doesn't like the shoulders on the original form, but he likes them on the new one.
Yeah, weirdly, I don't like it on actual Kaiza, but on Next Kaiza, it kind of works.
I see what you mean.
Right?
He Delta figure. Like
Yeah.
Delta.
I think Kaiza was just fine the way it was, but that's just me.
And the Kamen
Oh
Rider
yeah, no, I've always liked Kaiza's design. It's great.
So yeah, these are all currently display only. No release dates or prices for any of these yet. Next, in Geats figures from Tamashii Nations, we have Geats 9, the Boost Striker, and Nago entry form.
Cool.
Geats 9.
So we have the Geats bike.
Yeah.
I don't know if it transforms either. I don't think so.
Probably not. No.
That one is display only. Then we have Geats 9, the final form.
So
Geats 9 was great. Yep.
That is cool.
Oh, one of the great Rider Royal Knights.
Display only.
You know, because they'll make a Geats 9 figure art, they'll do the movie Geats, like the evil one.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cross Geats? Are we talking about Doom Geats?
The one you like. Yeah, the one you like.
Okay, yeah. And then yeah, Nago
entry form Punk Jack.
Oh yeah, there was.
Oh, and Letter. Oh, there's Letter.
Yeah, we got Mary, Shiro, Ginpen, Kalo, Groovy, Naj Sparrow. I forget the sister's rider name.
Sarah.
Lobo, Letter, Depan, the GM rider, Tycoon, Geats, Nago, Buffa, Punkjack,
Nickel, Copper,
Hakubi.
Pink.
That was the sister's rider name.
Hakubi, yeah.
I remembered almost all of them. All right, let's see. I don't think there's pricing or release dates for any of those ones either. Nope, there's not.
No.
Nope.
We just have it.
Next, in Sentai figure news, also from Tamashii Nations, SH Figure Arts Kyoryu Red True Bone Sculpture.
Go on.
Oh,
sorry, what?
You know what? This is probably the same thing they did with the Gokai Red figure art renewal, where they got like the suit actor to like, you know, pose for modeling and stuff so they could like get his shape for the figure.
We're just not talking about the True Bone title.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called that, and nothing in this article seems to indicate.
Revelation of the True Bone Sculpture.
Shinchoko Seiho.
But why is it called True Bone?
Well, bone maybe because dinosaur?
That's what Shinchoko Seiho means.
Oh. Then why does it say True Bone instead of Shinchoko Seiho?
Because True Bone's awesome sounding.
Where are we?
Whoever the fuck wrote this article had no idea what they were doing.
Oh, here we are.
So yeah, anyway, Kyoryu Red SH Figure Arts, display only.
This figure looks fucking amazing.
I just love how it's him doing the I'm gonna get you pose.
T-Rex arms. Wait a minute, T-Rexes didn't have arms.
Get wild.
You know, it'd be hilarious if he actually was doing like T-Rex arms. Like,
Just like,
yeah. Shot the hands in closer and lower.
Well, he did that when he was possessed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh no.
Yep.
He was
Find your dinosaur.
This one's display only. Blah blah blah. Moving on. I know Gar is excited about this one. Memorial edition of D Sword Vega, the weapon of Deca Master.
I need this fucking
There
thing.
you go.
Like...
Of course you do. That's sick. It looks so good.
That is really cool.
Shadow ring.
Is that a
Now I can
1-to-1?
shoot bullets from a helicopter.
Is that a
Yeah, you can
Propo,
shoot
like
it from
a
a helicopter.
1-to-1?
There's no specifics about it, but it looks
Pretty
pretty.
sure it's 1-to-1.
It looks pretty. If it's not, it's damn close. And based on the fact that the photo shows it with the mouth open, I'm assuming you can open and close the mouth.
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Does it also come with the...
Wait,
No, the separate releases
did Paul
of the
ask
license.
if it was? Did Paul ask if this was 1-to-1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
This
Cool.
is 1-to-1 scale with the real prop.
Nice.
And then we were watching B Fighter when this got announced, and I said, everyone heard me when I said it. Watch them do Wolzard's Sword and Shield.
Oh, hell yeah.
If they do
And everyone's
Wolzard
like,
Sword and
"God,
Shield, I'm
no."
buying them.
Hell, I want
this, honestly.
I want Revolcane.
If they made a 1-to-1 of Wolzard Shield, that would blow me the fuck away. When have they ever done anything like that?
I would want
Never.
I want Satan
I
Sabre.
Especially if it like opens up.
No, I want a 1-to-1 scale of my favorite Sentai weapon of all time, the Imagination Cannon from Tokuger, because it's the most powerful fucking thing ever.
I want a 1-to-1 of King Caucasus Megazord.
Yeah, right.
Tonight in
I like this a
Toronto,
lot.
there's a
Right up my
giant
alley.
castle located in this area of the city.
God damn it, Castle Loma just jumped up onto a mech and joined up with it.
Castelloma turns into a mech. But yeah, so for D Sword Vega, we don't have any price or release date or anything, but it could happen.
It could happen.
Alright. Next.
I want it.
Oh no.
So apparently there is a King-Ohger webcomic happening.
Really?
Yeah, and it's
Alright.
it's basic. I think it's retelling the story of the show, but primarily from Rita's perspective. So it's like Dot Hack Another Birth.
So it's Rita Gaiden.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd read it.
Alright, not bad.
If I get scanlated, then yes, I
The
will
webcomic
happily read it.
retells the events of King-Ohger's first 5 episodes from the perspective of Rita Kaniska. We will see scenes not seen in the TV series.
Cool.
Series head writer Minato Takano will write the webcomic, and it's being produced by a company called Side Ranch.
I love a side of ranch.
It's a vertical scrolling webcomic. The first 3 episodes are now available via Toy Tokusatsu Fan Club for free. Episodes 3 to 10 are available for free once available, with new episodes being added every week afterwards. Paid members can read as much as they want until the latest episode. The webcomic will also be distributed via Book Live Fun, and Picoma. I don't know what any of those are.
They're probably Japanese.
I assume they're webcomic services.
The head sheet provides is like now with 20% more Mofun.
Damn it, I
Fucking
really
probably.
want Mofun!
And look, it's Yano with his cool hair again.
No! Paul, it's $2,100.
No, I
Don't
know.
buy the giant Mofun.
I'm not getting a giant Mofun.
I'm telling you, there's a limit of 300. We send them all to Rita's actor's house.
$2,100.
You know they actually bought one.
Oh.
The scalpers.
Oh, those bastards.
They probably gave her like the original prop Mofun.
Probably.
I still want it. I'm not going to get it, but I can dream.
You know what we need to do? We need to like get one of those Mofun and like have a battle against one of those like giant Snorlax plushies.
Like I said, they need to make a Rita v Cinema and just give Rita an exclusive like Mofun Ohsama form.
Oh God.
You know what I'd love? I'd love like a Mofun Kigurumi.
Just imagine Mofun as a shoe god.
Mofun is Zane's Deneb.
We talked about this. Mofun had its form as a Yeti crab. Remember I showed you those things?
Yeah.
Mofun in,
Oh, don't get me started with that shit. We'll talk
get-
about
we're
that
gonna
in
get
King
there.
We'll get to that.
Sorry, Paul.
What
Can you
the
imagine
fuck?
if like a variant of Mofun that's just in Rackley's whole outfit? Just
Oh
comes with
God.
half
God
mask. in it.
Mofun.
Oh Mofun.
Can
All right, very cool. Next, Minehiro Kinomoto, who played Kamen Rider Excel, announced on November 10th that he has married to a non-celebrity.
Oh shit!
That's a great way to put it.
Damn.
Akiko's fucking pissed.
Yeah,
Who is this?
he was the secondary writer from Double.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite Kamen Riders of all time. I love him.
That's pretty cool.
In his tweet, he thanked the people who supported and took care of him. Although he's still immature, I guess he claimed that himself. He continues to be grateful every day and work even harder on his acting career and approach work with sincerity. Continues to thank the fans for their support.
I see.
I can't wait for like 6 to 7 years down the line where he has a kid and like the kid's old enough to finally grasp the concept of like TV shows. So it's like, all right, I'm going to show him Kamen Rider Double and I'm going to show him where I came in, and the kid just starts screaming because it's like, Mom's dead. It's like, oh shit, no.
I thought you were leading up to, I can't wait until he has a child and the child is old enough to be curious and starts asking his dad things, and he responds, don't ask me questions.
That too.
Never talk to me or my son again.
That's the character's catchphrase. Oh, I need someone sitting there.
Daddy, will you come pick me up from school?
Dad, where did babies come from? Don't ask me questions.
Alright, very cool. Congratulations to him.
He did it.
Next, so the Sentai Daishikaku series, aka its terrible title of Go Go Loser Ranger.
No,
we are not calling it that.
No,
we are calling it by its official English translation, Ranger Rejects.
That's a good title, actually.
I'm just gonna go with Daishikaku. They revealed the show's cast via an updated official trailer. And the reason this is worth mentioning specifically is because a couple of these are familiar. Yuichi Nakamura, who played Beat J Stag, is the Red Ranger. And Mao is the Pink Ranger, who was Gokai Yellow and Washi Pink from Q Ranger.
Interesting.
Yep.
I love...
What's the premise of this?
Basically,
imagine the 7 from the boys, but as Power Rangers.
Yeah, pretty much. The Rangers are assholes, and one of the villains is like the protagonist.
I see.
That's hilarious.
Basically, the main character is a grunt from the organization, and he's lost 999 battles. So for Battle 1000, he disguises himself as a human and is basically going to infiltrate the base from the inside. I also just want to say I fucking love, aside from the fact that their mouths aren't covered, I fucking love the suit designs.
I was gonna say the suits are, especially green there. Like I think they should have all gone for like something like that.
Green's amazing.
Green's the only one with them full mouth fully covered. Exactly. And it's got the fucking Venom jawline.
Yeah, like that's like I wish all of them were doing that.
We should talk
like
about
the
Oh God, he's the Black Noir of the group.
No. How about this? We not talk about this. We talk about Kaiju number 8.
We can do both.
Yeah.
No, let's just do Kaiju number 8.
Well,
anyway, I should mention the other voice cast for the Ranger team. We have Go Inoue, who is, I don't know who, but someone in My Hero Academia as the Blue Ranger. Kensho Ono, who was in JoJo as the Yellow Ranger. And Kosuke Toriumi, who was in Tokuger as the Green one. Who was he in Tokuger?
The green one.
Probably a monster.
Who's Kensho Ono? I'm looking that up. Looking up shit.
Go Inoue.
On air research. Kenobi. Did you find them? Do you know these? They all kind of got the vibe of me of like a mix of like in space and Time Force, like.
Yeah. Go Inoue was a Stain.
You're a
Stain in My Hero.
Oh, okay. And then
Divine Dragon Rangers.
Kensho Ono, he was in Toriumi was the one who was in Tokuger.
Oh, he was the Rainbow Line president. He was like the bunny head guy. He was the bunny.
All right.
He was the bunny.
But yeah, I'll admit, I read isn't Yuichi Nakamura also Garza? Yes, and he's also Ultraman X.
Yeah, not to be confused with the other Yuichi Nakamura, who was Kamen Rider Zeranos and now Zane. I hate that they have the exact same name.
But yeah, I read the first volume of this. It's pretty mid.
Okay.
It is pretty mid, and I do not forgive whoever came up with that stupid fucking translation title.
It's because Mighty Morphin has nostalgia bait.
True.
Even though we should be long sick of that by now.
It's like the fact that in France, or at least with the French volumes, they call it Ranger Rejects. Who did write the manga Kaguya?
Anyway,
Who wrote
Sentai
it?
Daishikaku is premiering next year in Japan, being animated by Yostar Pictures, being directed by Keiichi Sato, who did Tiger and Bunny. That's cool. I just finished the recent season of Tiger and Bunny. It was alright. Moving
Or
on.
you can also go watch Love After World Domination. That was also good.
That's also good.
Really want to watch that.
And our last news story is that Toei Movies announced on their YouTube channel that they have started Toei's virtual production. In the video,
so they're just doing the shit that Star Wars does.
In the video, they show a mysterious man riding the Cyclone, as seen in Shin Kamen Rider. It seems that he's in the street, but it turns out he's just in this new virtual studio. He removes his helmet to reveal the face of current Toei Co. Limited president Fumio Yoshimura. Toei has set up one of their largest virtual production filming bases in Japan at their Oizumi studio in Tokyo. They have plans to begin full-scale operations next year, and this is just demonstrating their technology. Maybe that means we'll get to more footage of actual Kamen Riders on motorcycles.
Probably. Actually, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, if you ever wondered how the Mandalorian's filmed, this is how they filmed it.
Cool.
If this is the future, I'm afraid.
I was gonna say maybe they've started like putting the technology that they've been using in King-Ohger to more widespread use.
Please don't.
Gar's like, no.
But I
Please,
like it.
no.
It's not that there's. It's not like
I
there's.
don't mind it.
Listen, Gar. It's not like by doing this they're swearing off live on location shooting. It's just that with this they can make more complex backgrounds and stuff. They can do more with less prop budget.
That's fair, but like I feel like this needs to be done with like the stuff that we can't do.
Well, I mean,
I think that's what they're focusing on.
Look at King-Ohger. We would never have him go Sofa, like if it wasn't for this technology. Like we wouldn't be able to depict that in tokusatsu.
There's a balance to it.
At least not with Sentai budget. And yes, there is a balance, and there should be a balance.
Yeah. Anyways, very, very cool. And that's the news.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into Gotchard. It wasn't until we started watching the episode that I realized, oh right, it's been 2 weeks since I watched this, and we're still in the Kyoto arc.
Yeah, I had the same reaction.
I want to give Decker a huge thanks, because he made this edit for me. Because it looked like I always kept thinking he was giving the finger, and then I was like, "Could someone actually
that's not the edited version.
That's
not the edited version. That's the actual one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that fine? There we go.
There's the edit. Makes him look like he's flipping us off.
It looks like it makes him look like he's got a Ninja Turtle finger.
Now, boys.
I can't believe the fucking balls this series has when they debut a new form that breaks the mold of all the previous forms in the cold opening before the actual fucking episode. You know what I mean?
Oh.
The debut of Gold Mechanica.
So
I love it. It's the best Gotchard form.
I actually thought it was kind of neat too. Like it is bulky as shit, but like
though
I loved his giant shoes.
The giant shoes.
I will say the other Gotchard form we got this episode was also really fucking cool.
Oh, about Hikezuro's? The only thing I liked about it was how it would Spider-Man all over the place with its vines.
I liked its color sequence, but like I wasn't a fan of like the hose and fans on the end of the arms.
You're not a fan?
No.
That should be something that can like fold back into the wrists and like come out like if he needs to.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't just be the gauntlets all the time.
Again, these are repurposed from the same.
Rest in peace, Venom Mariner.
These are repurposed from the same assets that Build used from his fan form.
Oh, was it? I thought it was from Venom Mariner.
Which were also the same pieces.
Ah, yeah. But anyways, I love the sirens on like
I
the
knew
siren
you'd love the
shoulders
siren
and
shoulders.
and the fucking like firefighter hat like in the helmet. That's really cool.
There's nothing wrong with component recycling.
I just have again, this is going to be a theme. I have no idea why the fuck these two are the combo.
Because it's ironic because plants and fire trucks.
They could have made better matches that match the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
this isn't Build.
Anyway, we're focusing more on the worst of the two forms that debuted in this episode because Gold Mechanica is actually badass.
Badass as shit. I love it.
It feels like this show's version of Forza Magnet States.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's probably why I love it so much because Forza Magnet States was my favorite Forza form. So,
yeah, it's heavy. It's powerful. It's got guns.
It's shiny.
It's shiny. Except the only difference is this one can still turn his neck.
Yep.
I have to say, the fucking shot of him when it switched to its quote-unquote wild form and turned into like a fucking crab with motorcycle wheels driving it around sideways, I actually got a chuckle out of that.
Oh, that's great. I love it. I love Gold Dash.
So that's why see this is a perfect example of a matchup that makes sense.
A bike and a crab?
Because it drove itself around sideways.
Oh yeah.
That's how you pair up random Pokemon.
Roses and hoses? They just kind of rhyme.
Oh my god. Roses and hoses. There you go.
There's the episode title.
Yeah, I was about to say, can we do the episode Roses and Hoses?
Roses and hoses just kind of rhyme, yeah.
So, yeah, it turns out that jailbreak boy that Himeno Hijiri hugged at the end of last episode was not boyfriend, but Oni-san. But let's be real, it could have been both.
You know what? It was just the fat guy strangler story from Family Guy, so it's fine.
What?
Yeah, so we find out that the jailbroken, the other criminal who was broken out of jail is Himeno Tsurugi.
Himeno?
Yeah, we have 3 Himenos.
Oh my god.
Hijiri, Tsurugi, and Ran.
Mm-hmm.
Crossover special when?
Yesterday.
The 3 Himeno siblings.
I just got done shooting it, Ichi.
But yeah, so basically what happens is he gets broken out of jail, finds his sister. She goes, "It's okay, Oni-chan, I still love you. There's no way you committed all those arson crimes that they're charging you with." Yeah, no, I did it. I lit those fires.
No, absolutely I did.
I burned them good.
Yeah. I burned our parents to death.
Even going so far as to say, yeah, those will-o'-the-wisps that you keep mentioning throughout this entire conversation, you remember I start fires, right? That's probably
fires!
It's the natural born killers, the mom scene.
What's the name of the friend?
Kajiki.
I loved when like he overhears them talking about like the brother, and he just points at them, going like through the window, going like, no, just show your phone.
Yeah. The bit where he was like squishing up against the window, that was my favorite part of the episode.
He's got a lot of good face control, and he's got a pretty good sense of like physical comedy to him.
Kajiki's starting to win me over.
He's a fun side character.
You gotta make that the thumbnail.
It's such It's Kajiki's starting to win me over. It's such a shame that he constantly gets fucking his brain erased.
I know. Yeah, someone on Twitter like made a mention. It's like it really sucks. This guy's gonna get his memory wiped like 100 times. times.
It's like, God, we're gonna give him brain damage or something.
How fucking great would it be if eventually he gets a power set and the minute he touches it, all his fucking memories come back?
I remember everything.
No. You know what I'd like?
What is this, geeks?
You know what I'd like? I'd like a
like an ID core, yeah.
In the later game of the series, where like some shit's going down and he's talking to Gotchard in his human form, and he casually makes mention of like, you know, knowing that he's Gotchard, and he goes, "Well, wait, we kept erasing your memories. Yeah, you did that so many times it stopped working after like maybe the fifth."
It's like the fucking hypnosis and What We Do in the Shadows. They just do it to him so much that he just becomes immune to it.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, yeah, that stopped working after like the fifth or sixth time.
That would actually be a really funny and clever way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, it's like Kaguragi Lebowski, where it's like, oh, I can't be brainwashed because I don't even trust myself.
The real reason is you're so
bastard.
full of shit you don't have room for anyone else's.
Yep.
He's a good actor. He's really good.
Yeah, so Tsurugi ends up attracting the Raidenji Kemi and becomes the Raidenji Amalgam. And at first I thought it was weird, like, the arsonist getting a lightning-themed power, but then it's just like, lightning can create fire, so sure, alright.
Why not?
Were there two different Amalgam designs, or was it the same one?
I thought they were different, but then as the sister turns into it, the eye, like, opens up, so I think it was the same design.
I guess you could say batteries create electricity through a chemical reaction. Fire is a chemical reaction.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like
fire.
you know, there's like electrical fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So,
why not?
Yeah. Thank you, Lane.
Yeah. It's so convenient that they end up wiping his memory, because several times in this episode, while Gotchard is fighting and Kajiki is nearby, Rine just shouts out Hotaro's name.
Yeah, like, it's... At this point, it's kind of cruel what they're doing to him.
Yeah.
It's like...
But then it's funny because they present it as like he didn't know until, oh wait, no, this guy helped me and is my friend. Oh, it's Ichinose. Like,
He said a thing that my friend said.
It's still super irresponsible.
Yeah, like it's very like like, oh god. I guess maybe they're doing it that blatantly because they know, hey, we're just gonna mind erase him anyway.
Oh my god,
It's
Rine with the
stupid.
fucking haunted house fetish again. Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least she's emoting.
Something.
Also, I gotta give props to like the other two alchemists. Where like as soon as Kajiki fucking came in, they just like shoot like normal clothes. That was great. It was so quick.
So yeah, we also get as we said, we get the debut of Hikes Rose, which is Hikescu the fire truck and Flay Rose the Rose.
I like it.
It Spider-Man's its way around and then uses Albert's Rose Storm attack from Legend of Dragoon to defeat the Raidenji Amalgam.
Yeah, it's Lavitz if he had the powers of Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah.
But then before they can capture Raidenji, it gets taken by Hijiri's negative emotions, and holy shit, that shot of her with the fucking black tears going down her face genuinely shocked me a little bit.
Oh, it looks like something out of The Grudge.
For those who have played FF14, it was straight up the end singer. You're not there yet.
No.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I loved it. That was some...
We can throw it in a jar.
I just can't believe that's Saki from Ultraman Rube. That's so nuts. Because she was a mid villain in that show.
So yeah, Hijiri becomes the second Raidenji Amalgam and then tries to murder her brother.
Yeah,
as you do.
And Gotchard is standing like he's standing in front, like he's tanking the lightning, like he's just tanking the crap out of it. And I'm just imagining the brother behind him just going, you know, you don't have to do this. I'm literally planning on what I want to burn next while you do this. Like, I'll do it again. You're not doing anything noble right now.
That's Arasaki.
Cute.
Looks like the Hunger Games character.
So
that stewardess haircut.
So in order to mitigate all the lightning, they use the power of alchemy to yoink every katana in the fucking park.
I'll do it again.
And yeah, they use all the katanas in the park as lightning rods.
Yep.
And then summon a big katana with Bushido in the Gotchard Tornado.
I just love the look how some people were giving them as those were being pulled out of their sheets. Like, oh, that was in my family for 9 generations!
That one's just plastic!
That was an inventive way to use unlimited blade works, though.
Yeah.
I like he shoots a bow weapon that's supposed to, and then the arrow turns into a katana. And I was like, yes, that's how that works.
It's because he used Appare Bushido.
Oh, so it's bullshit.
It's stupid, but it's the reason.
I do have an explanation. I never said it was a good explanation, but there is one.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So yeah, they use the big energy katana to smoosh the second Raidenji, and then Oni-chan goes back to jail.
Yep.
Jerry, I get that reference because I've played Daikatana. It's a very shitty game.
And then the episode just decides to be full cruelty mode for Kajiki, where it's like, do we have to erase their memories? I'll give them 30 minutes. And then you just see them having this like a heartfelt conversation.
No, I love like when Rene was like freaking like there's no exceptions to like the laws of alchemy, and I'm like that's bullshit, man. Like I was actually so heartbroken. Like just let him remember. He's not gonna say anything to anyone. He likes this shit.
Well, Lane, I was gonna say, do you know like what this is like ripping off again? Because we're back in rip-off mode. This is like the ending of Fantastic Beasts.
Oh yeah,
right.
That pissed me off too.
Right. And then they fought. I mean, I guess there was a happy ending though with them.
I genuinely didn't expect them to do that. I thought we were just gonna go full cruelty mode. Nope, we erase their memories. They're gonna forget who each other is. They're gonna part and never see each other again because fuck Kajiki.
Well, like that was the thing though. Like the way they did it, the way they played it, it did feel like this is gonna end on a downer. They played it so well, right to the last second, and then she's like, "Hey, wait a minute!" And it's like the same way they met originally.
And
it's almost like the show gets really silly at times because it's trying to be for kids, but it's really got the fundamentals of writing drama down.
Well, I like it. I like it too that they reunited again because he was saying like, "Oh, this meeting was destiny. Like I was destined to meet this woman."
And it kind of comes off.
It happened naturally. Yeah. So
like the way they liked each other to begin with was something that had nothing to do with anything alchemy or Kamen Riders because they both got their articles published in the same magazine.
Because they're both occult nerds.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. And you know what? I kind of hope that this develops. I hope we see more of this.
We'll never see her again.
Probably not.
We're not going back to Kyoto.
Romance in a Kamen Rider series?
It's never happened.
You know what?
Right.
In our head canons, they're messaging each other on their forums.
It hasn't been. No Rider show has ever done romance as well as Kiva.
Okay, the two instances of romance we've gotten in Kamen Rider were Kiriko and Shinosuke in Drive, because that shit was fucking hilarious. And the off-screen sex scene in the Zangetsu movie.
And maybe Rintaro and Mei?
And the conception scene in Shin Kamen Rider.
And Wataru and what's-her-face from Kiva.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, I said earlier, like it hasn't been anywhere as near as good since Kiva.
And she got murdered.
Oh, also the gay sex in the Zio Ryuki special.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. And then he shanks with a steak knife, and then continues to eat steak with said knife.
Yeah.
He did what with his knife?
So anyway, next episode, there's a spy, there's an examiner who self-described as Japanese Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, he looks a lot like Nathan Fillion.
And also
some belt.
Some new driver, our hint of our next Kamen Rider, maybe? And the debut of Lightning Jungle.
I think the belt design looks cool. I don't think it'll be pure silver like it is there. I think
it's like uncolored, probably.
It's like calcified.
It looks to me like a bootleg Digivice.
I think it's gonna be like that mass-produced alchemy driver or whatever we heard about.
Maybe. This looks to me like one of those toys that tried to copy a Digivice. I forget the name of them.
Pokedex?
Let's see, D3s, D Tamer.
No.
I don't fucking remember what the Digivice and Tamers was.
It was something that was only a toy, I think. But anyway.
Think about those early
Digimon look at the shoulders on that form. Jesus Christ!
Wait, are you talking about those things that like you scanned like QR code?
Yeah,
like barcode?
Yeah.
Oh god, I have one of those.
Right? You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't name it.
Right?
Oh!
It scanned codes and shit.
You being
Hoggers?
the Digimon expert, Ichi, I'm disappointed in you.
No, that's what streamers say when they get a kill.
Remember Spectrobes?
Yes, unfortunately.
Try
that
not
wasn't that
to.
bad.
Anyway, that's Gotchard. It was the Kamen Rider action in this episode was kind of but Kajiki's starting to grow on me. I didn't think I'd see that.
I'm starting to give a shit about these characters, I'll admit.
Ichi, are you talking about scanners?
That's it.
Let me see it.
I'll post a picture of a scanner.
I'm doing it.
Self-posting it.
Oh, I love that. I love we actually have a wedding photo. It goes there. Yay. And their son grew up to be Zoro in the One Piece live action.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
They kind of give me that vibe.
And there was another one too.
Why does it look like an oven mitt? Yeah, they look like oven mitts.
There was another one too, I think.
And that last one's just a bootleg D3.
Scanner's Commander.
Also,
That's just a dual disc.
Apparently Beyblade's 25 years old now, so I feel old as shit.
The Scanner's thing looks like something out of Ben 10.
Yeah. Looks like a
It's
dual
so
disc.
90s, god
sex with the
damn.
Omnitrix.
All right. Anyways,
So
that's
Ogai Buzo.
yeah.
Wow.
This was a fun episode.
This was a great episode.
Like, oh my god, that
Like,
twist.
It's been a very long time. It has been a very long time since the Sentai has been the main reason why I'm here. It's usually the rider, but King-Ohger is the main reason why I'm here. I like Gotchard. I am.
First off, I would just like to announce the absolute slam dunk that is our correct guess that Himeno did not, in fact, take back her country. It was Kamiju.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way first. Yeah, like, nailed it.
Yeah. I was watching. I watched the episode last Saturday, and I see Doug Dead sidle up next to her. I'm like, fucking got it.
Yeah.
This fucking guy wanting to get with Himeno so bad he broke up with his girlfriend. What an asshole.
You will never see her again, you stupid motherfucker.
That's the worst.
Wait. You know where I saw this just now? Recently? Scott Pilgrim. Oh my god.
Gorogi, you have to break up with Knives Chow.
She's like a high schooler, dude.
Are we even really dating?
We're sort of dating. We held hands once.
You just imagine like he's at like Himeno's door and just like Sebastian answers the door and he's like, "Is Himeno there?" And you just see her bolt across the room and jump out
the window.
She just left.
Everyone in the chat's talking about it, so let's bring out the elephant in the room.
Yeah, let's just
try
get
to
the
say
twist.
the Sebastian in the room.
Romani Diobone was Sebastian. He really was 25 years old. It was all true.
How did I not fucking consider that a possibility?
Right? Even I can't believe I didn't think of it, but it was all true. Everything in episode 3 was true.
Also, I want to just say
And
this.
He's gorgeous as fuck.
I was gonna say, like, he's literally got Targaryen hair. Like, they
for real.
Like, Sebastian's Targaryen confirmed.
You know what, now I kind of wish we didn't get that information about him early on in the show. I kind of wish they just would have saved that for this episode.
No. I do not want to be without that little bit of dialogue at the beginning.
This is perfect because it's been just long enough that unless you're like really paying attention and keeping track of shit like we do, some members of the audience will have completely forgotten that mention and then just be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, if you're not running a tokusatsu podcast and you like categorize a lot of these plot things in your head because you have to because you're talking about it, you would have forgotten about that, and that would have been the best callback.
If they had not said anything about him being 25 beforehand and they just did this out of fucking nowhere, it would have seemed so like, wait, why?
You know what the best part is?
It would have seemed completely unnecessary.
You know what the best part is? They played it up so comedically at the beginning. Like, it was literally him like, "I'm only 25! She made me up like this!" And we're all laughing like, "Oh, you." Like, I wanted it to be true throughout the entire thing. I really genuinely wanted that to be true because that's the most Himeno.
The best part about it is that it's believable. Like, Himeno is absolutely the kind of person who would dress a 25-year-old man up as an elderly man just to be a butler.
My butler, but you're not butlery enough. So your new name is Sebastian.
No, hold on.
Plastic surgery.
Wasn't there an in-universe reason she did that to him too? Like she was like, now you're like.
Yeah. So apparently, what happened was Romane Diabone. Apparently, he was so beautiful that he was causing pain to the people in his life somehow. They really didn't go into specifics on that, and honestly, it's not needed at this point.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to get a bit of detail on that, but it wasn't necessary. So he was about to kill himself, or at least scar up his face, so that he wouldn't be causing the people in his life pain and suffering. And Himeno goes, "How about instead of that, we just hide your face and you work for me?"
Solved.
Oh,
and what the most interesting thing about it too is he's so like, this is who I really want to be, who I am. I'm Sebastian, and I'm like, all right, man, whatever fucking floats your boat.
Life, man.
He's got the same problem as the protagonist of the movie The Devils.
Oh God.
It's if you think about it, it's kind of an interesting statement on like identity and like changing oneself, and if you want to look real hard into it, maybe an identity on, or like a statement on personal identity.
Yeah,
it could be.
You know what I mean?
I just like the implication. Like, hold on, like the implication of this is that you guys remember when Sebastian got fat?
Yeah.
That means this guy got fat.
That means it was this guy under all that.
He pulled a Mac.
I also I love that we got like Yanma saying that thing again that he said like in episode 3.
Thank you for
like,
also noticing the exact same line. Sonon Janeshi! And
I loved it.
I've been saying this forever. I'm so fucking glad the show finally remembered that Yanma has a thing for Himeno.
And I'm still saying, I think the reason he dyed his hair blonde was to kind of like hint that he still likes Himeno. So
this would have been a perfect episode to explicitly say so, if so.
Yes. What you were saying about his weight there and how he dropped all that weight really quickly, my headcanon is that he physiologically cannot be not hot for very long.
That's the sin.
Yeah.
Also,
like, his body is like, oh, I'm getting kind of chubby. I'll just magically purge all the fat that I don't need.
He just has like magical Ishbana metabolism.
Yeah. He can't not be hot.
No, but I was also just about to say, he lives in the country that's all about like medicine and stuff like that. He probably got liposuction.
Right.
Yeah, that's
he got the most magical, powerful bariatric surgery known to man.
No, you guys, here's literally what happened. He said, Himeno, can you make me thin again? I'm glad to help. One.
I'll just pay for the liposuction.
Woohoo!
Bring in the love.
Because you know they have liposuction. It's Himeno's kingdom.
Yep. And yeah, the fucking antics between Yanma and Jeremy, who just decides, you know what? I'm gonna not be part of this. Instead, I'm gonna be your wingman.
Hey, you're terrible at this.
I think literally no one says Otto better than Jeremy.
Jeremy is a treat to watch.
Like, I love
every
that.
single time I see him.
I love that we have once again gone back to the Jeremy who means well, but is absolutely god shit awful at everything he does.
Jeremy's so fun. I love him.
I like to think that he's
so
he's aware of what he's doing. He's just a massive shit disturber because it makes a better story.
Also that.
Yeah.
Also, I learned an interesting fact. So you know, like that dance that Yanma does to Himeno.
You mean the dance from Austin Powers?
Yeah, apparently his actor just like made that up on the spot.
Well, the last dance he was doing was absolutely the dance that Austin Powers did to destroy the fembots.
I was literally gonna say, like, I think he came up with this after watching Austin Powers. Oh no, baby! I think it's you who can't resist me.
But yeah, so
he's saying that's a comment.
So Yanma definitely wants to like get involved in this just because like he has a crush on her, obviously. Sure. But he's like so fucking like struck back and nervous about it. Gira, he doesn't want any a part of it, and he's like, "Why are we doing this? We have more important things to worry about here."
I fucking love the absolute power move of, all right, so for our second contest, I want you to whisper sweet nothings into my ear.
You're just
if you don't stop this shit, I'm gonna take your fucking throne!
When Gira is the voice of reason,
something's wrong.
Yeah. That was a great moment.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good jokes in this.
I loved Yama in this episode because like he goes up to Whisper, he's just like.
I spent a lot of time in this episode thinking to myself, he actually knows it's Kamijimu because he likes Himeno that much. He can tell an imposter from a mile away. Blah blah blah. He's putting on an act. No, he is actually just that incompetent at talking to Himeno.
Yeah.
He does mention later though. He's like, oh, now that I know that that's the real Himeno, I'm keeping my distance.
I fucking love when it's Yanma's turn to do the sweet whisperings. You start hearing Jeremy's voice, and I'm like, oh, is Jeremy like telepathically putting his thoughts into Yanma's head so he can repeat it as if it was something he came up with? No, it just turns out Jeremy had a fucking web-composed speaker phone thing sitting on his shoulder.
Jeremy just read Cyrano de Bergerac, so like we were just having...
Yeah. And bearing in mind that it was literally just he threw some webs around some cup and around some string.
It was like a Spider-Man gadget or something.
Yeah, or it was like one of those fucking cup string phones that kids in treehouses use.
Yeah, he just covered it in web for some reason.
Thunder! Like this episode was made just to like get the Himeno Rita shippers salivating.
It was so funny because Rita was arguably the one making the best actual progress in this contest.
Yeah, she knows dance. She knows how to waltz, and she was literally like, she had the wherewithal to be like, "Are you under any sort of duress right now? Blink twice." For God's sakes, I'm trying to help you, woman.
Are you being threatened? Not twice.
Look at you. I can't stop looking at your eyes. I ship them. I mean, like, it's great. I absolutely want those two to get together. Great. I loved the half-hearted scream that she gave out when... yeah, exactly. Like, she just gave out a half-hearted thing when Bonesworth came along, or Sebastian.
Bonesworth?
Yeah, in that form, I keep calling him Bonesworth. Because I can't remember his full name.
Romane Diabone.
Okay, I just remember Bone was in there, and I just thought that was funny, so I just started calling him Bonesworth when I couldn't remember.
Bonesworth, that's good.
Go on.
Okay. This part of the episode, I saw this picture on Twitter, and I was like, oh, that's cute. It's like a little behind the scenes, like Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us came and like probably like in the cast, and I'm like,
absolutely not what happened.
The episode, I actually see him in Ishibana, and I was like, wait, what?
That was
see. This would have been the perfect episode if King-Ohger had gimmicks like Wonder Ride books or whatever for them to market the Toys R Us one. But alas, the show doesn't have gimmicks, so this was pointless.
We should have gotten like a Zord, God Jeffrey or something.
Yes, God Giraffe.
Himeno's like, I want to be hot, and I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I thought they were leading up to Himeno's in the suit handing out gifts to kids.
That would have been great. I would love that.
I legit thought they were going to do something with the fact, because, like, Gira's name is derived from giraffe beetle. Like,
a giraffe, yeah.
Yeah, so, like...
That would have been fun.
But it was so cute seeing Jeffrey give Rita a Jeffrey plush and a Mofun, and Rita's just like, I'm happy.
Throw it on the pile.
Man, this was some of the most shameless product placement in a Toku I've seen since the Power Rangers 2017 movie.
Oh god!
Wow!
I cannot believe Toei had the balls to put in fucking the Toys R Us.
Well, like, what's that? Like, isn't like Toys R Us going under? Like,
yeah, it's not doing.
I don't know.
Well, it went under in the States because they had 700 stores.
And I'm also gonna say this. This seems like a highly experimental Sentai show that they're doing.
Oh yeah.
I'm willing to bet that they are pushing.
This was a sponsorship deal.
Yeah, they're pushing their budget week to week.
Oh yeah.
Like there is no leeway in the budget to what they have.
This was some of the most
money they get.
Shameless product placement I've ever seen, and also like not that this really matters, but this raises lore questions.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
are there Toys R Us's in Ishibana?
Are there giraffes in this world?
I mean, before this, they did a partnership with fucking Fortnite, so it's like,
but they weren't.
Stop reminding me
in the game in the show.
That's true. But I'm just saying, this is probably all money is happily accepted sort of situation.
But
we've
skipped ahead a little bit. So as Rita is taking her turn for the Sweet Whispers thing, where she starts stammering about Mofun, Kamejimu as Himeno goes for the poison, and then, surprisingly, it's not Romane Diabone who pulls a tuxedo mask, but actual Himeno who's been in jail dying this whole time.
And I made the point that it's a white rose, so it's clearly Moonlight Night.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that, how Himeno was in prison this whole time.
Yeah. And she spent the entire time just looking after people.
Yeah, it turns out that,
while
like,
dying.
Kamejimu invented space COVID and just sprayed it all over everyone in Ishibama.
And I love the fact that, like, you're right, he literally made space COVID, and it's like, and then we put out faulty medicine, which people stopped, that people didn't believe in, and then they started distrusting the doctors and stuff, and I'm just like, on the nose much.
King-Ohger invented anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, and all the toilet paper disappeared from the stores. It was madness.
Oh no.
Madness.
People stopped trusting the doctors and shit just went to
Spoven.
pot. Spoven.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry.
Spoven.
So yeah,
but yeah. Of course, Himeno being the badass that she is, she's like, "Oh, I analyzed the disease and I made an antidote."
I made an antidote already.
Of course you did.
Although
literally,
Turbo Transform. Let's go.
Yeah.
Although there are a couple of like seams in the plot of this episode that I have to poke holes at. The only reason Himeno gets out of jail is because a bunch of random Bugnarok mooks just like break down the bars.
For no reason.
For no reason.
For no reason at all.
A, why are they here? And B, why are they doing that?
Maybe Doug got bored.
I just thought Jeremy brought them.
But he's not there.
And those were bad.
No, I like to think he like stuck around or something, and he went, "Oh, I found Himeno. Let me get her out."
And then, like later, after Kamejima gets revealed, they start fighting a bunch of them, and I can only assume that they were zombie ones controlled by Grody.
They are staggering in the background.
Yeah, they're not explicit about it, but that's what I have to assume.
But absolutely, the first time, it's like, yeah, why are they like bashing the bars? Like,
if those ones are working for Grody, why would they free their captives?
Yes.
I don't know.
It was because Himeno needs to be out of jail. That's why.
But we could have handled that way better.
100%.
But we're short on time.
We gotta wrap. And 4 minutes of this needs to be fight.
We gotta wrap this up. So yeah, that's what they reveal, that Romane is Sebastian, because he goes on about how in exchange for not killing himself, he was quote unquote going to marry her, but that was a lie to weed out that it was not Himeno, because he didn't promise to marry her, he promised to serve her.
Even though they're gonna go totally get married.
I just still can't believe that's actually
she needs to marry a Targaryen king, damn it.
But I love that, like, while Kamejimu as Himeno still has the Ohger caliber, she like pulls it out and goes, "This is the proof of the real king. Reveal yourself, imposter!" and points the caliber at Himeno, and I'm like, what were you expecting to happen here?
Yeah, it was weird that they actually tried to play up but which one's the real Himeno? Like,
which one do I shoot?
It's like, I don't know, the one acting like Himeno at all?
King-Ohger, House of the Mantis.
Oh god, and spin-off.
There you go.
I love that during the combat scene we got to see some better shots of Himeno using this like scythe mode ability that only she has and no one else has anything close to it.
It's so fucking cool though.
Weapon. She's cool. I still say Kaguragi should have gotten it because he's the farmer.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't.
Well,
wasn't like the original thing was like he was supposed to be the mantis and then she was the bee, but then they switched it last minute.
Really?
Well, regardless of what anyone was supposed to be, she's the mantis. The mantis has scythe arms.
It's true.
Makes sense.
So this makes sense.
Yeah.
Kaguragi should, instead of the scythe, should just have a fucking giant stinger.
On his ass.
Have a giant spear. A spear.
Actually, yeah, a spear would be good for him.
Jerry in the chat says a pitchfork.
Yeah.
That would be neat.
That would be good.
There you go.
We're shoveling shit.
Yeah.
Jan was a dragonfly Targaryen.
Do best.
Shoveling shit. Yep.
Because they're full of it.
So again, no stock henshin sequence, but Himeno, as Yanma did last episode, does the full bop it henshin, and I'll admit that was a pretty gloriously shot and framed henshin.
So we're only missing 2 now, right?
You know what? You don't have to add the word henshin to it. That's just the term for it now. She does the full bop it, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're calling it.
Morph it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Which means we're probably going to get similar scenes for Kaguragi in the next episode and Rita after that.
Yes. All culminating in what?
I just love Himeno just like on the map being like, yeah, I did it.
The giant monster.
Yeah, like several times during this episode, the like world map updates whether who's actually ruling Ishibana.
Scorecard.
Yeah, we get like a fucking like, yeah, world map score.
Look, it's totally not Hercules.
Absolutely not.
It's totally Phantom of the Paradise.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fucking Paul and Ichi were like arguing me like, what? Blue shirt.
You cut off and I didn't catch any of that.
So what'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying like, oh, Paul, you and Paul were like arguing like, oh, why is he have a blue shirt? Blah 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 blah.
We weren't arguing. We were completely in sync with one another. We were just completely aghast at the lack of reasoning behind it.
Oh, about why
is he suddenly blue?
Why Hercules' uniform is now blue.
Because the Gira has the red one.
He's a silver.
But then why not make his outfit gray?
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I
would've been
agree
better.
with you, but yeah.
We also.
Your Honor.
That's not an argument.
You make a
Wayne.
compelling argument.
Just because you don't want to have the conversation doesn't mean it's not a conversation worth having.
We also haven't really addressed where the fuck the Ultra Caliber Zero went.
Yeah.
That's still on the bottom of a ravine.
Fucking maybe.
Well, yeah, it's in the bottom of the ravine after he threw it at fucking what's face.
Dagdad'll just like, magic it into his hands and be like, I
There you
can
go.
give you the power.
I don't like seeing Kaguragi with like that short of hair.
It's young Kaguragi and young Suzume.
Again.
Oh, I wonder if we'll actually get the confirmation where he actually like was a rebel leader. Or if that was bullshit.
They showed the woman who was like the previous leader of Tofu, and for a while it was like, is that their mom?
Which I was saying, like, that's a thing in this show. Like, everyone who it looks like that would be their parent isn't.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No.
But yeah, so that's the previous emperor of Tofu. We're gonna get to see a flashback of Kaguragi taking charge. And yeah, as people are in our Discord are mentioning, the actress who plays that Empress of Tofu is the real-life wife of the guy playing Grody. Hiroki, that's her name. Yeah. Oh, and she's in the movie too.
That's fun.
And Grody has a monster form.
Finally, let's take a look at it.
Oh, it's like
Oh, cool.
fuck.
Frieza
It was
Amigo.
like in it was like in Gaim when Metal Yoshida, who played Bravo, like his wife played Roshiro's lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Gnarly.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, that's a cool monster form. God damn.
Yep.
They're really hitting it out of the parks with all the
So
generals.
now that we have confirmation that Grody has both a human and a monster form, now the next question is, do the other members of the Uchu have human forms?
Ooh. Or will it be that thing we
That'd be
said where the human skin is like just a puppet he's wearing?
Could be.
That'd be cool.
You know what? Now that you say that, Ichi, that would have been such a cool thing. Like, imagine like they came back after like 6 months of being away, and there was these new rulers, but they were in like human form, and we didn't know who the fuck they were.
And then they reveal their monster forms later.
Yeah, that would be neat.
That would have been
The
cool.
one person that I don't want to see take a human form is Dugdad, because I feel like he'd be like, no.
He would have that tall of a a pompadour.
Yeah, just have a massive pompadour.
And then Yanma would be jealous.
Guys, it would just be Doug Dimmadome.
It would literally just be Doug Dimmadome, yeah.
Well, we all know he's
No,
not
he was
little bug
Forze
in
the whole
in head.
time.
What, Lane?
I was gonna say he's that little bug in the head.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I feel like we're not addressing that as much as we should be.
Like, let's talk about Dagdad. He was in the episode for 3 seconds. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's him, the little
Probably.
bug.
Oh, you think he's like an Oogie Boogie situation?
Yeah,
kind of.
Where he's just piloting that body.
It's
little-
like a
I love
robotic
it.
body that he's operating.
The little embryo in his head is like his true self.
No, it's like it was like that general in Tokuger, or not Tokuger, in a ninja. And he had like the little body.
Oh yeah. I remember. I don't remember his name, but I know who you mean. The second general.
We all hated that so much.
Yeah.
do it as much as you want.
Yeah. We know it's
Ninjas.
Dagadadan, or at least I do. But feel free to pronounce.
Dagdad
his name.
Dimmadome has legs. You can't tell me otherwise.
Donald Duckington.
I'll call him Urfy.
Oh, hi, Gar.
I'll call him Dupe.
I'll call him Urfy. Everyone.
We'll call him Joey.
Do you have any thoughts on the episode, Gar? You haven't talked much.
Oh, I didn't watch the episode.
He hasn't caught up yet.
Dude, at this point, I'm just gonna wait until King-Ohger's done.
No.
That's what Gar does. He likes to binge.
I can't handle watching a show week to week.
Fair enough.
It's only good for me when I have like 6 episodes.
And yeah, Johnny in our Discord is highlighting what I've been saying. Where the fuck is Minongan? He's just been gone.
Wasn't he like a dummy?
No, he was like the strongman member of the Uchu. He was like one of the generals.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, wasn't he like the one that goes? Yeah. So that's why they didn't give him any power. He's the muscle.
Well, that's fine that he's not ruling a kingdom. I was saying that like they could have put him in charge of Bugnarok, since A, there's not much of Bugnarok to rule, and B, Bugnarok is underground. So you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm sure we'll address it eventually.
We'll get there.
Very cool. Looking forward to more. Can't wait to see next episode. I will continue my trend of watching the Raw every Saturday night.
Anyways, let's get into the fun thing now.
Let's get into the final Donbrothers.
Donburies.
You know what? I'd rather talk about literally anything else. What's your favorite shade of pink, Ichi?
Alright, so I have made the executive decision to abstain from this discussion, so I am just going to keep myself on mute while you guys talk about this feature topic.
What? No, I don't want to talk about this either.
Can I be on mute as well?
We can all be on mute. You're all in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Let's end the podcast right here.
In fact, let's just stop Castranger before we even talk about it.
Let's just play Mario RPG instead.
You know what? I've got other stuff that I could be doing on Fridays. Rather than talking about Donbrothers.
Anyways, this reminded me how god tier Donbrothers is.
Did
my
it?
God.
This reminded me how much I hate it.
This reminded me of what burnt toast smells like.
Can I get some Momo Psychos in the chat, please?
No!
Momo Psychos. I love this place so much. Yeah, I'm so glad we made that in the mode in the Discord.
Like a Junji Ito drawing.
I'm surprised that this was an entire episode.
There's not a lot.
I'm surprised this was made.
There's not a lot that they stretched into 30 minutes.
Donbrothers is amazing at proving that it can take the antics of its stupidity-ridden cast and stretch it right over the lips of an episode runtime.
But Ichi, you didn't get Sonoi not once but twice.
Yeah, we got both actual Sonoi and checks notes, Mr. A la carte.
Mr. A la carte. I fucking loved this guy so much.
Ichi, you know what I thought you were going to say there?
I feel like we've overcorrected just a tad.
Ichi, I thought you were going to say, Donbrothers proves that, yes, it can get worse.
It can always get worse.
No, this episode, this special was fucking amazing. God tier. It's really so fucking funny.
Sal, you and I were in particular laughing how
Hold on, let's say it.
I'm gonna go on a little tangent here.
Oh boy.
Paul, Sal, you weren't here.
You weren't in the trenches
for the amazing fucking year. The best thing I watched in 2022. It was so
No, I wasn't there.
Good.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
Sandwich.
The sandwich.
I made a point of not being there.
The fucking sandwich episode. If I show you any episode, it has to be that one.
The amazing Pink Ranger who just slowly descended into fucking madness throughout this show. The manga writer who got fucking accused for plagiarism by herself from the future. Like,
spoilers!
This shit was...
I'm not watching
this
it.
shit was insane. It was god tier writing, plane of existence. Like, just so good.
You say that.
Ichi didn't know what to do with himself. He was questioning his entire existence. It was amazing.
There's an entire episode where he left his computer chair and talked about Donbrothers on the couch because he needed therapy.
It's so good. I bought him a Dawn Blaster. Me and Gar bought him a Dawn Blaster, so he has an endless reminder.
The only reason I haven't sold it is because that would require touching it.
Ichi, what were you saying? Sorry.
You and I were particularly enjoying the fact that the episode started with Haruka going, "As you know, the Donburies are a team of rangers."
Which, as you know, is the indication of the best writing.
Yes, God tier writing. If we're going by what Lane saying.
It's God tier. It's fucking so funny. The show knows exactly what it is.
Okay, no, Lane, I'll give you that. I think you're right. I do think this is trying to be insane, over the top, stupid, funny.
Okay, I can't tell if this is supposed to be a complete parallel reality or if this is just at a specific point in the timeline, because Sonoi's alive.
It's canon. It's canon.
Yeah, it takes place before the final battle. Yeah, it takes place before the final battle.
Yeah, so Sonoi's alive, Sonoshi is still alive, and then as Sonoshi introduces himself into the scene, he starts talking about this lore that exists between him and Sonoi, about how he lost a middle school student council election to him.
Oh, that's funny.
What?
Yeah, this is very, like I said, this is very screwball, over the top. What the fuck?
And then Sonoshi opens a fucking random-ass warp door that's there for no reason, and outsteps a separate Sonoi, and now we have normal Sonoi, who's the Odin Cartmaster, and Mr. A la Carte.
Mr. A la Carte, whose full belief is, no, putting anything on top of rice is a goddamn sin. It needs to be a la carte.
So he's a Yelp reviewer.
Oh.
I just love the meme that Decker just posted in the chat. Sandwich makes Ichi scared. Makes Ichi scared. Zenkai suplex makes Lane scared. Me making fun of how the children at school learn their life lessons from the show.
That's been good.
He's a
penguin. Yeah, when we thought he was the
I'm
penguin.
so sad that didn't pan out.
I'm also sad that didn't happen. But you know what?
Blame the writers.
We got something better. So I'm gonna jump to this because this was fucking hilarious. So. There's this subplot where Haruka gets this finds this love letter, and
oh my god,
immediately she thinks it's one of the Donbrothers.
This stupid bitch doesn't even read the letter, and she goes around accusing everyone of sending it to her. You didn't even read it,
guys. Can I just say, before you go, Lane, can I just say, as a person who has not watched Donbrothers except for a couple of things here and there, how concerning it is that in a group that actually has brothers in the name, that the first thing that she thought to was that one of them wanted to fuck her.
They're not actually related at all.
No, I get that, but I'm saying as a neophyte who doesn't have that context, and that's what I hear, suddenly I'm number 2 in that chart right there.
Which Haruka are you?
I'm number 2 and number 1, a little both. In fact, I'm the entire first row.
I wish you could have seen my reaction when she's thinking it's one of the Donbrothers who sent her that love letter. And I just she's looking at all of them, and I just each time they go on a specific Donbrother, I go, no.
Ichi, Lane, don't you remember? She ends up with Saru, with a Saru brother.
Oh, that was an alternate timeline.
The other reason why I'm confused on where this is canonically is Kijino is still talking about Miho like he's together with her, but Sonoshi's here. That doesn't make sense.
I couldn't tell you anything about what you guys are talking about.
Kijino's fucking batshit fucking crazy.
Also that!
All I can say is that
how he kept the fucking doll at the apartment.
Oh no! Oh no! I forgot about the doll.
No. So then I love that this series knows itself and is allowed to make fun of itself so much that at one point, finally, in the special, Jiro shows up, the 6th Ranger.
You left me out again!
You guys let me out of this! And I'm like, yeah, of course they did, because you're fucking garbage!
I just wanted so hard for Taro to turn to him and go, yes, we did.
Because I love it too. It's Jiro before like he fused with Toradora or whatever like that. So he's not like he hasn't gotten his like development that we ended up respecting him for. So it's the shitty Jiro that we were like poking fun at the whole time.
Poor guy's lacking in flavor.
Flavor.
Oh yeah, the man who, this man literally had like friends and a girlfriend who were all apparently figments of his imagination. It was really fucking sad.
Oh yeah.
Been there.
Oh man, this show is so fucking good. So anyways, the whole plot of this thing is they wanted like he decides like so they go to see Sonoe or whatever like that, and he's like oh I made this new kind of donburi. It's like or like Odin. And so like Taro eats it, and like apparently it's so funny. He apparently loved it so much he screamed out, and it caused like all these. Yeah, it interrupted this couple, and then you see like a stalker fall out of a tree or something like that. Who's like watching them.
I think what it was implying was that was just a place where people go to make out.
Yeah, but the point is Taro's an asshole.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets inspired to like make Donburi the world's greatest ultimate Donburi, and then they run into Mr. A la carte, and apparently it's a thing where like I didn't have a fully realized conceptualization of what Donburi was, but this special established that Donburi is when you take a bunch of different food, mix it all into one bowl for the sake of mixing its flavor, and a la carte is when food is properly separated by the kind of dish it is. Yeah. And apparently these are clashing ideologies that are rivals with each other.
Go to war.
They're really not, but for the purposes of this episode, sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
So, as always with food, I'm like that little girl in those taco commercials. Why not both?
Yeah, so it descends. Well, I mean, kind of. That's where we end up going.
Yeah, I like
so it descends into an episode of Iron Coconut.
The shit that fucking killed me because it was so like it threw me off. So like Mr. Alucard grabs like the bowl of donburi that like Taro made, and you think he's about to fucking like throw it on the ground and like smash it, but he just quickly separates it into an a la carte thing, and I just wasn't expecting him to do that, so it threw me off, and I fucking lost it.
Wait, that was very funny. That was a very funny visual gag.
Yeah,
so funny. And then he commits Jiro. He like eats the Alucard because he's hungry, he wants food, and he's like, oh my god, this is how everything should be, a la carte. And he gets like a fucking like tuxedo and everything on, and he's all like French and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
He joined a bad guy wrestling stable or something.
It was bananas. It was fucking bananas.
I'll agree with you on that. It was bananas.
And then we get this like training scene of the Donbrothers like learning to cook donburi with this weirdly amazing insert theme playing.
Like,
no, like
they're lifting rocks with knives, and it's like, is this how I practice my knife skills? No, but yeah, I guess for the purposes of the show, again.
Just that one shot of just Taro holding up like that giant knife, like that I love that shot.
And why am I?
Where have you been, Taro? I brought fish.
And why am I wearing watermelons on my shoes again? I don't recall asking you to do that.
That's some Always Sunny energy.
Shove bananas down our pants. I didn't ask you guys to do that.
I love that Kichino's not helping in any way, so they're like, you're just gonna scrub pots. Oh yeah, that episode where they arrested Santa.
That was actually a good gag too. After he was done, like scrubbing the pot, it just like was completely copperized. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
That pot used to be black. Now it's gold.
I'll give you
no. Before we move on, that scene I actually wanted to highlight a little more. So it's like Tsubasa and like actual Sonoe and the other and Sono Ni and Za, the Noto, just straight up show up to help, and and then we get this like absolutely sexually charged scene of Tsubasa helping Sono Ni, and then Kichino just fucking butts into the scene like, "Hey guys, can I help? Fuck off, Kichino! Go scrub a pot."
Having my white on here. Which also, by the way, that works so well for everyone out there. Just so you know.
Pink, you cock blocking fuck, get out!
You saying, Gar?
No. Just like how she was instantly over Tsubasa. Just we can make a great donburi together. Oh, they fucking.
Like fucking.
Yeah, by down there I mean a baby.
Oh.
Then we get what is obviously
Put it all
my
in my
favorite part of the
bowl.
special. So Haruka then all of a sudden thinks, oh, maybe it's Master Kaido. Maybe he sent me the love letters. So she goes back to Cafe Donbury or whatever like that. And all of a sudden, who the fuck is there? Stacy.
I turned my head slightly to the right. I turned my head slightly to the right, saw Stacy, and I'm like, excuse the fuck me? What are you doing here?
Yeah, so apparently since Kaito, this version of Kaito is the true hero, this Stacy is apparently the true rival to the true hero.
Who else from Zenkaiger has parallel god copies in this series?
I'm sad when you get to see like Stacy Black or something like
Oh
that.
my god!
Awesome.
Stacy's are black!
It's funny that Ichi just mentioned just who else is an alternate dimension copy. I'm just picturing Jiren in like all black and white.
I'm just imagining everyone on Spaceball 1 going, yo ho.
Keep firing, assholes!
And then,
how many god copies we got
that,
in this ship? Yo.
And then we get the number 2 thing that made me lose my fucking shit. We just, in the middle of the special, we get a fictional commercial for Master Kaido's 2 photo book.
That was funny.
For the actual photo book that you can in fact buy.
That was funny.
I fucking loved it.
That's meta
so
as shit.
goddamn much.
That I did enjoy. That was probably the best part of the special. The fake ad in the middle of the special. For the thing you actually can buy.
Yeah, and it states in like the top right corner, it's like fictional commercial.
But it really wasn't because you can actually buy it.
Yeah, like at the time they made that, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
It was just new.
Oh no, like this is brand new. Like this came out like 2 weeks ago.
Not meant to, I think that's what they mean is not meant to be official advertising, but buy it anyway because you can.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have the photo books because what came with the Memorial Girdlinger was like photos, and 2 of the photos were photos of the photo books.
There's a photo of the photo book?
Yeah, it's 2 photos
Fuck
of the photo
this
books.
show and everyone in it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like it comes with a note and you open it up, it's just a big wad of spit in the middle of the note.
You know, they both know
Speaking
we're
of
not
which,
liking that to be spit.
You know who wasn't in this special? Toshihiki Naoe.
Yeah, what's up with that?
No. The writer of Donbrothers did not write this.
I don't believe you.
Well, whoever they got learned well.
Yeah, whoever wrote this fucking was on fucking brand.
It was not that hard to write. The Cure Major episode 0.
Huh. Well, anyways, they clearly know Donbrothers, so excellent work.
So anyway, Jiro switches to Angro. Then they combine all the Donbury into the Mega Donbury.
Well, okay, I want to talk about
the Donbury.
I want to talk about this. I love how they decided, hey, okay, let's have our food contest out in a quarry. No reason.
Yeah, they just cut to the fucking battle quarry.
The reason is it's tokusatsu. Of course it's in a quarry.
I'll say this.
I mean, it's not like King-Ohger's using it.
I'll say this.
Thank you, Decker.
This episode made me hungry.
True, I am actually a little hungry.
I did want some.
I wouldn't mind having some Donbury.
Hell yeah. Get some stuff on rice.
But yeah, so they create the ultimate Donburi, and that's when we get the absolutely amazing line from Jiro where he starts idiot and talking about the flavor.
Oh, I was in flavor country.
We had to pull back and make sure we heard that right.
Oh no! That just reminded me when like freaking Frankie from One Piece when he gets like the different like drinks in them, and he has one where he just like he gets like tea, and he's like super flavored.
Oh wait, Lane, you're right. That was the greatest moment in One Piece history.
I need to see that.
Oh, I'm sending it.
I'll send you the clip later.
It's great. It's one of the greatest things ever, actually.
I need to say that needs to be my catchphrase when I make my next round of macaroni.
You know what? We're gonna wait till after this is done, then we're gonna watch that.
Okay. But yeah, so they decide, all right, fuck it, we're gonna summon a bunch of mooks. The Donburies pull out their fucking Donburi gears. We get Sonoi henching into Baron Cross a la carte version, I guess.
Way better suits than deserve to be in this special.
And then we get the quote unquote henshin
eating on the side.
Okay.
Fucking Jiro on the side eating. That's so good.
As objectively fucking stupid as this whole deal is, the gag of him just being there eating in the middle of the roll call.
The whole gag of them just not being in suits at all is a good gag.
Number three thing that made me lose my shit in this special was just him eating on the side. It was so fucking funny.
I like that, Jerry. Baron a la cross.
Him eating is the equivalent of when you order fancy food in the movie theater.
Yeah. So I love that they all have like their techniques.
Energy.
Sorry.
I love how they all have like their own like techniques. So like Haruka's got like an egg technique, and then like Tsubasa's got the fucking seaweed shuriken.
I think it's less a technique and just more what food items they put in their donburi.
There's a gag.
Okay, out of all of them, Kijino is absolutely living his truth with the fucking hand poses.
When he was like announcing himself on the roll call, and he's like pink.
No, yeah, but he even put in the echo. Ping.
Yeah, and then Tsubasa was like, back!
Again, like Lane is right. The show is self-aware as hell. Like,
absolutely. Yeah. That doesn't always forgive it.
No.
But there are moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their mode changes were pretty great.
Yeah, they like start out by having like actual fucking donburis on their heads, and then they just change them to tiny little head pins so they can actually jump around and fight.
Yeah.
This had all the energy of that one season of Mighty Morphin where before they would go into their actual suits, they went into the ninja suits.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
The ninjetti.
Yeah.
Those at least.
This is the Donbrothers version of the ninjetti suits.
Like, it got to the point, because we also, like, the Sixth Ranger did morph.
Yeah.
Right? And so it got to the point where I was like, did they lose the suits? Like,
they do eventually go into their actual suits for, like, 2 minutes.
Yeah, for, like, because, we gotta put those in.
And for the record, worst Sixth Ranger design. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
I don't.
No, it's a terrible.
It looks like a fucking show.
Although, I will say, like, so he gets his super form in this special that he didn't have before. We get Gold Don Dorogoku. If the gold suit armor had to be on anyone, I think it fits Dorogoku far better than it does Momotaro.
I actually don't dislike that, honestly.
That's his normal suit.
Yeah.
The one without the cape.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, show Torbolt as well, because he's got 2 forms. Because he has a split personality, so each of his personalities has one of these forms.
See, now if it was all silver on the silver form, I would love it more.
It was all silver, yeah. I like the first one more.
Yeah, that's Dorogoku and that's Torbolt.
Not a fan.
But yeah, so they pull out Gold on Dorogoku, but then even as he does his Hisatsu, it gets completely overshadowed by the others.
Yeah.
Which honestly is consistent with Jiro's character.
Yeah, no, Jiro's shit. So then, like, at the end, we get Haruka. She's like, oh, maybe Jiro gave me the letter. And so she's super 100% convinced that it was Jiro. And Jiro's like, no, I didn't give you a letter. And then, like, Stacy's like, no, it's my letter.
No. Before we even get to Stacy, so it's like, wait, so why did Jiro get a power up? It was because of the love that Haruka put into the letter, and I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Who wrote this? Christopher Nolan?
God!
Yeah, what the fuck? So apparently, it was a love letter that Stacy was giving to Kaito.
It wasn't even a love letter. It was like I need.
I can't wait to fight you.
I'm so happy about a reunion, and like, so it was like a fight.
And apparently they had some kind of fight.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is Lucas did it better with his car in Back in Time Force. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Fucking Haruka's acting so good.
And I'm just like, you stupid bitch! You went this whole special accusing every male in the show of having a crush on you and didn't even read the fucking letter!
You go much?
You deserve all of your suffering!
She's acting like a cartoon character.
Oh, yeah.
That would be more acceptable in a cartoon.
That's absolutely what they're going for. She's a manga artist by trade, and they play her up like a fucking gag manga character the entire show. And it's hilarious. The only thing that's funny about it is the fact that it's absolutely on brand for her as a character. But then objectively, once you step away from that, it's just so fucking cringe and painful to watch.
Tell us how you really feel.
And as Orb is saying, so many of her problems are self-inflicted because she's so lost in the sauce of the shoujo manga that is her life that she just lets herself get swept away by her stupid delusions.
She goes full Angela Anaconda.
Yes! She's Japanese Angela Anaconda! Oh my god, you've solved it!
And the circle is
Wow.
Oh my god!
I'm good at this.
My name is Haruka. This is a story about me, and not starring Momotaro.
Oh no!
You know,
it's Sonoe.
You know,
no, it's Sonoe.
You know, I have to put this in the fucking thumbnail now.
My name is Haruka. Hey, hello.
No.
Welcome to my very own show.
First it's the Batman thing with King-Ohger, and now it's this. God damn it.
Guys, I didn't know this was a Mega Giants crossover.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Yo, Mega Giants review when?
So
That'll be a topic one day.
That was the Donburies special, and I fucking loved every second of it. This just reminds me how god tier Donbrothers is. It's so
And it's
good.
also, unfortunately, the last piece of Donbrothers media.
I'm free!
No, we're gonna get Donbrothers versus King-Ohger. It's gotta happen.
No,
Donbrothers,
that
million
technically
years.
counts as a King-Ohger piece of media.
Oh!
That counts
don't
as
know about that,
King-Ohger's media.
How the fuck do you justify that?
You know, one thing I want to say about this special, like, I think I brought this up when we first, like, heard about it in, like, the previews and stuff. I genuinely kind of love the poster. Like, it looks like a Criterion poster, like, honestly.
It's
Okay,
great.
and like, look, I'll say that as someone who is never going to watch this show fully because it doesn't seem like it's up my alley, again, I think they get it. And two, the guy who plays Red, you got it. He is going for it. Like, he is like,
you have no idea.
This man is fucking goated. Holy shit!
Like, and I'll give him that. Like that image of him alone, like doing that.
Next Thursday, I'm showing you the sandwich episode.
Okay.
No, you gotta show him the first episode, man.
No.
Yes.
The fact that I made it low quality makes it even better.
That is like cursed imagery. Right?
Oh yeah.
You know what you do? You just like you take that face, but you like put like the Willem Dafoe eyes on it, like or his teeth.
I'm something of a Don brother
I'm
myself.
something of a murderer myself.
See, like, my favorite Super Sentai team is Pat Ranger. My favorite Super Sentai series is Tokuger. But then just like the one I will hold up onto like a massive pedestal and like, you know, defend with my dying breath on the tallest mountain is Donbrothers. Like, oh my god.
This is the best. This is the best way I can summarize my feelings on this show. I hate it.
Haiku.
I fucking hate it. I fucking hate that any of this happened, but I enjoy how much emotion it has evoked out of me. No,
Right?
Not since Zio has a tokusatsu show evoked this much emotion from me.
So Ichi, what you're saying is this one has the most value to the art community for you.
Sure.
It made you feel
How does this make you feel?
angry.
All I can say is Ichi was very much looking forward to King-Ohger becoming a thing.
Yeah.
How'd that turn out?
Amazing.
Mostly great.
Mostly awesome. It's been great.
Mostly great. Yeah.
And now
anyways, I will say this because I have to say this. If you have not watched Avataro Sentai Donbrothers,
Don't do
run,
it.
run!
For God's sake!
Save yourself!
You will have the time of your life.
I've watched 20 minutes of it today, and I don't want to. I want to die.
I watched 45 minutes worth of it because I also watched the Ava Ranger special today.
Oh, there you go.
Just
So
odd word.
unfortunate.
Hey man, there was a lot of stuff in that kitchen.
Are you currently haunting your own house because you died from how much you hated it?
I know I haunt my own house.
Oh no, Gar's with me. He's with me with Donbrothers. He loves it.
It's a. I'll say this about Donbrothers quickly. It's my kind of comedy, where it knows it's silly, but it's not like childish silly.
Yeah, it's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I'm just gonna dissociate real quick.
I'm just gonna astral plane. Anyways.
Cool.
It's like British comedy.
This is a 19
No,
cartoon.
I get British comedy. I've watched IT Crowd and Toast of London and fucking What We
Matthew
Do in the
Berry's
Shadows.
like one of your favorite people ever.
I was gonna say another Matt Berry production.
Yeah, okay, Matt Berry. That's what I watch.
You and me still gotta watch You're the Rabbit.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Castranger. Thank God we're done and I can finally go back to punching Donbrothers out of my brain.
It'll be back.
Donbrothers.
No, I'll be
We did
here.
that joke
I'll be
already.
here to remind you. I'll be here to remind you about it every now and then.
I get reminded every time I look slightly up and to the left.
Yes. There you go. There's the thumbnail.
Not exactly what I was thinking, but the idea is there.
You could like put his face smushed up in the window back there.
No, what I'm gonna do is
Johnny,
I'm gonna edit Haruka's face to be monochrome.
Oh no.
Johnny, I like the
Dongela,
blue
brother
Xbox.
Conda, no.
Dongela, brother. Anyway,
I feel like Ichi's gonna end up like in a straight jacket surrounded by Donbrothers.
Johnny, I don't know what you're talking
Just
about.
singing the song.
Is probably the only Xbox I'd buy.
Donbrothers.
It's just gonna carry me away.
Ichi, I arranged a meeting with a Blue Ranger from Sentai. Oh my God, really? Is it Tom Boger? Nope, I got Saru, brother.
No.
Take it back.
Can't believe it. He didn't even ask for money.
Well, it's because
He's
he
just
doesn't.
excited to
Remember,
be
money
here.
burns him.
All right. Well, that is Castranger for another week. Thank you to everyone who tuned in.
That was fun.
Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger. Our feature topic for next week will be the Hurricaneger Degozaru Shushuto. Which, is that the movie?
Anniversary film.
That's the
Yeah,
Hurricaneger
that's the
anniversary
20th
film.
anniversary film.
Would you call me?
Yeah. So, so basically, a year ago, I finished 5-man, thus completing my Super Sentai marathon.
Yeah, you did.
Again.
But now there's more content.
More content.
Now I need to my completionist ranking is no longer complete, so now we need to catch up on Sentai's.
You're doing
topics.
with Sentai what I do with Pokemon every time there's a new new generation. It's like now I gotta catch all the Pokemon again so I can go back to complete deck status.
Get that fucking bird on cake off my screen. I don't want to see it ever again.
No, I agree. It's gonna be your wedding cake, Lane.
You know what? Oh God, no.
Absolutely.
Hey, you know what? I haven't watched the 10-year Hurricaneger special, so I think I gotta watch that first before I watch the 20th
You probably
one.
should.
No, you don't.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Okay.
All right. I enjoyed it.
Where's Lothar?
Yeah, I wasn't there for that apparently.
We didn't talk about the 10-year anniversary
We
movie.
did. We did.
No, we never did.
Wow. Okay.
Hold on. I have a way to confirm this. To the discussion index.
To discuss.
No. Oh, for Hurricaneger, we only talked about episodes 1 and 2. I remember we watched it though. I think.
Interesting.
No. You know what? I'm thinking of the Go-Onger 10 Years movie.
Which, funny enough, I got a Facebook memory about that today of how I stayed up until like 5 o'clock in the morning watching all of Go-Ongers just so I had full context for that
Oh
movie.
my fucking God.
All right. Well, as always, we have to thank our currently active patrons for supporting our content. That would include Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, Midas the Fool, and Vegas Bear. I see you did change your name.
Oh my god. Now we need...
Yeah, I knew you could do it, Vegas. I believed in you.
Now we need Kiji Brother as Birdon.
No!
PG Birdon. All right, thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As always, our primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, merch, all of our cool shit. And yeah, let us know what you thought of these episodes in the comments. Let us know if there's anything particular like us to tackle, feature topic-wise. And yeah, let us know what you're looking forward to, and we will see you next week.
I wanted it to be Donburies.